All right, guys, that's Aaron Bright that you're looking at, and I'm Matthew Clerk with Hippo Education. We are doing EP Monthly March 2020. This was actually, I said that another article was my favorite. This one was my favorite.
You're lying.
In this month's EP.
That's a good one.
It's a wonderful hashtag girl dad life. It's by a dad who's married to a physician.
Yep.
And about how he's shifted his gears from being a working dad to being supportive of his wife's career, which, hey, medicine, females, more and more, this is important. But I just want to point out that, because I'm kind of a little bit in the same bag. I'm married to a physician, and I just end up being a better cook than her and better at changing diapers. So I guess that's why I got stuck in that role, and she's just smarter than me and a better doctor.
That's the other part,
But it's funny because we were talking about this previously. You know, if I walk around with my kids at the grocery store, I get all this credit, like, "Oh man, you're an amazing dad."
Oh, you're babysitting.
Like, look at you, and I'm like, dude, I'm just hanging out with my kids. Like all the other moms, there's like 70 moms around me here.
Yeah.
So I always feel we get a lot of credit. I give huge credit to Matt Strain for sharing his story, and I think it's a cool movement. I like being a dad. I'm glad that I was less smart than my wife and had to be the guy that, couldn't do medicine properly enough to get a job.
It's the primary caregiver kind of thing. I mean, it's not, I don't know how you describe yours exactly because you work as well, but first of all, what I thought first is that I want to marry this dude because he's like, his first paragraph about how he's taking care of his wife, I'm like, oh, I really like that. So I'm going to marry that dude, but also it's a reminder of how hard it is to be, how you have to be focused on yourself and support too at the end to be a caregiver. It's kind of, from what I've learned recently, watching some documentaries and reading some books, it's kind of what they think is the major problem with the male and female pay gap, because females usually do the majority of the caregiving, and that you take time off work, you lose out on promotions, and so it's a subtle thing. It's hard to raise the kids, it's hard to take care of the kids, but it's also awesome. And the article's great. We could talk about it forever.
Yeah, work-life balance.
Work-life balance. Go dads. His t-shirt says, "Dads don't babysit. It's called parenting." Woo!